to another day on the Alfaholics Petrolhead Tours in Spain. It is currently day 8. However, this is probably going to be the 4th video? Maybe 5th, don't know, it depends. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video so far. We've had our senses kick the hell out of us in the GTAR 290, and now, today, we are experiencing the Alfa Romeo 8C, which is slightly... I have no idea what to expect from this car. Absolutely no idea. So today we jumped in with Matthew.
Hi guys.
Who is driving the 8C. How have you found it? What have you found out about it?
It's amazing. Pulls like a train. You just can't believe once it really starts flying how powerful it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, great stable car. Amazing, really.
I think the most noticeable thing, and you will probably find this out in the short 20 minutes that we have in the car, is the noise. And that's probably what we'll focus on, because you can't beat a V8 noise. But let's find out how it goes. Interestingly, everything I see right now is carbon. I will show you the cockpit in a minute, but everything is carbon. So they've tried to reduce as much weight as possible because of the convertible. But anyway, blah blah blah, let's carry on with the video. If you're not already subscribed, then please do. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you're following Petrolhead Tours on Instagram and also Alfaholics. And let's crack on with today's video. Carbon, all the doors are carbon, pretty much everything in here is carbon, the seats are carbon, so it's not very heavy at all, so the carbon I think makes a massive difference. Yeah, very compliant on suspension. It sits quite high when it's just sat still, and I did think, I was like, it looks a bit tall almost, but actually when you're in it you don't feel the weight or the roll in the body at all. It's very planted. Yeah, it's a cool car, and again, noise. It doesn't give you the sense that you're going fast, but actually, you know, it is pushing on. It's a really weird sensation, because obviously you've got all the noise of a V8 behind your ears, but in terms of actually like when you're moving forward, it's not underwhelming because you've still got that V8 behind you, but it doesn't feel like it's going to kick you out at any time. It doesn't feel unsafe or unnerving. It's actually quite relaxing to be in it, because like I said earlier, it's more of a GT car than a B-road beater. So when we're in these like long kind of slalomy slides, it's nice to take the corner slightly slower, and then actually when you get out of it, put your foot down, and you've got this gorgeous V8 soundtrack, and the scenery behind us and around us is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so now that I've had time to actually get a feel for the car a bit more, actually becomes alive above 5,000 RPM. That's the difference. So it's very, very subdued in the lower RPM, sounds amazing, but there's no get up and go. The second you hit 4, Jesus, the thing takes off. That's really where it feels most comfortable, is actually when it's in its higher RPM. So a brief lunch stop, and we've changed cars again, and now we're in Sergey's GTC. However, Sergey's not driving. We've got Victor at the wheel. You might remember Victor from last year. He and I took a little drive out on Max's GTAR. But this is a completely original GTC. It's got what engine has this one got? The
1600.
1600.
This was with the 2 liter. They were 2 liters.
Okay.
So sorry, they are 1600.
Yeah.
This one is the 2 liter inside.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so we've got a nice pokey engine in this. But yeah, completely original car. It's just beautiful. Windows are down, roof's off. We've got Amelia in the back.
Hi!
She is Victor's daughter. And the roads are just gorgeous for this car. There's no drama, there's no skiddy stuff. It's just, oh.
Enjoying the day.
Exactly, enjoy the day. And this is exactly what this car's for, so I'll let you enjoy the view. It's very different to every other Alfaholics car because it's so relaxing.
It's relaxed, it's beautiful, it's a classic car, it's a true classic.
The only thing...
Handmade.
Yeah.
Only 1,000, basically,
Yeah, the only thing that you have to kind of think about is when you go around the corner, you kind of need to hold on because it's quite lollopy. But it's lovely. The engine is so smooth. It's just a really nice place to sit and be and kind of enjoy the scenery. It's lovely.
So I thought I needed. So I thought I needed. Thought I needed. So I thought I needed.
Final stretch of the journey today. I had a lovely ride in the GTC, then we stopped for coffee. I've actually jumped in the car with Graham. Graham owns a Alfa Romeo GTA. I'm not sure of the spec, so when we get to a point where it's a little bit less noisy, like a village, I'm sure he'll explain to us what spec we're in, but it's kind of road rally race prepped, so it's got some really cool little gubbins, like timing bits and kill switches and stuff like that, which is really cool. Graham says it's like one of the earliest GTAs, I think, in the fleet that we've got with us. So.
Yeah, it's 006.
Okay.
Which was one of the old ones. It's a sort of track day rally type spec.
Yeah.
In practice, I'd probably use it more for touring than for any of that.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, it's still a brilliant car for touring, even though it's
Absolutely.
pretty stripped out.
What specification of Alfaholics have you got on this?
It's got it hasn't got a twin spark. It's got a Nord, 2 litre Nord. I wanted to keep it with an original engine, although I've had to change the head because I had a split head after a track day in Portimao. But other than that, it's a brilliant car, very talky engine.
It's lovely. So Graham was saying that this is actually a lot louder than Max's and Andrew's cars. And I certainly feel that, and I certainly feel a lot more vibration. That's because it's not got any dynamat in it. So Max and Andrew have put dynamat, which is like a vibration reduction, noise reduction type mat in the lower panels of the car to reduce noise and to reduce the vibration. But because this is all-out race car, it doesn't need that. So you see and feel every vibration and hear every noise. It's definitely more race car because of that. Weird, like you feel every little bump in the road, like all the little knocks and everything from the suspension. It's very raw, very, very raw. And where you get a lot of vibration from Max and Andrew's cars all from the engine, you still get that in this, but even at the lower RPM, where you feel all the vibration knocks and everything. I like it, it's a race car. Before I turned my microphone on, I asked Graham how long he had owned the car for, and it's about 9 or 10 years. All the cars we were saying have taken the absolute battery. And the fact that they still go as well as they do is really like cap tip to the way they're built. Have you kind of enjoyed driving it in this sort of format? Spain's a lot faster than Italy than we were last year.
It's been great fun. It's been really great fun. It's a testament to the quality of the cars and the way they're put together and they do what they can do.
Yeah, do you feel like you've managed to push yourself a little bit with Spain as well?
Oh yeah. And every time we come, well, certainly for me, I feel I learn a bit more about the car and my driving. And,
that's awesome.
It's really good. And it's a great car for doing that in. Yeah. Because it's not masses of power.
No.
But
the power that it does have, coupled with how much it weighs,
and it handles properly and all that. So, it's a great car to learn in, to be honest.
Yeah. So I probably should remind you that none of these cars have assisted brakes, assisted steering. It's all between your right foot, your arms, and the person sat in the seat. It's a very natural way of driving because there's just there's nothing to help you. No traction control or anything like that. It's just all out driver and car, which is pretty awesome, which is why these experiences and these trips are so good. So I think I'm going to conclude today's video just as we're pulling into Pamplona. Pamplona or Pamplona? Is Pamplona a dish?
Pavlova is a dish.
Pavlova, just as we pull into Pavlova. What do you want? Interesting day. I think to summarise today, because I've been in 3 different cars, the 8C, like I said when I was in there, it needs to be above 4,500 RPM all the time. Other than that, it's very conservative. The GTC that I went in, incredibly beautiful, lovely to kind of sit in and be driven around in. It's really relaxing drive. It's not meant for B roads. It's just meant for long sweepy, long straights. A proper GT touring car. And then this GTA, kind of almost full-on race prep. What baffles me is that it's based on the same idea as Max's GTA, but the cars are so different. And even with James's in the other day's video, James's GTAR, it's again like small subtle changes make such a massive difference to the overall package of the car. How one platform of car can be completely different and opposite to one another. Baffling. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're following Petrolhead Tours on Instagram, Alfaholics on Instagram. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.